Well, look at you, outsmarting the gang. Now, that is a feat that not a lot of people really could, perform here. Bottom line is, you were targeted, perhaps, if this resonates with you, you were targeted by a gang of people. What is a gang? Right? A gang is a group of vicious minded people who are out to get usually a single individual, right? They could be looking for, other people, but oftentimes they're really going after one person at a time, right? At least that's my thought of what a gang is. They're vicious, they're angry, they're jealous, they want payback, they need to, rush you, they need to shake you, they want to break you, right? They want to do things to you to get you to conform, for you to be a puppet, for you to be scared and intimidated. This gang right here came for the wrong one. You outsmarted all of them. This gang is withering away to nothing. They are being dismantled as we speak, if not yet, because, okay, you are too intelligent for these individuals, and they're not as intelligent as you, bottom line, right? Because clearly they knew that they had their work cut out for them if they had to configure a gang in the first place to get up against you. So clearly they knew that they had their work cut out. They knew that you're smart. They knew that you were strong. They knew that you were a fighter, that you've been through things and you're still standing 10 toes down, still standing up, right? So they know what they're coming for, who they're coming for, and they still failed at this venture. Understand something here. You outsmarted the gang. I'm talking about they collaborated for your destruction. Your demise was being discussed, right? And plotted and planned. How they could ruin your business or life or home or relationship. That was on their itinerary. That was on their checklist, their to-do list. You have to understand, these are grimy individuals who do not have the proper mindset. They've lost their way. They gave up. Or else, why would they join such a venture? Why would they join such a plot? Why would they want to be involved or associated with such an evil scheme? But you outsmarted the gang. You might know a few of these people from the gang. Maybe some of them are people you do not know or who you're only very slightly acquainted with, right? It could be a ringleader that you do know. I guarantee you know the ringleader. I guarantee you know the one who was angriest the most at you and had to pull together a team. But we're calling them a gang in this video, right? Because they're vicious, they're wayward, they're angry, they're volatile, they pop off at anything, they're mad, they have lost their way. The ringleader was very misguided when they decided to put together this group. It's an evil group, it's a diabolical group with nothing else to do. Clearly, put it in the comments, they clearly don't have nothing else to do, right? But to go after you, and they have to go after you as a group. So that's really bizarre, right? You peeped that. You peeped the plans that they were trying to put on you. You saw what they're trying to do. You're probably like, why is so-and-so hooking up all of a sudden? I thought they don't like each other. You're putting two and two together. Why is this happening at this time? Why do they keep looking at me like that? What, and you're seeing the works of a mad group. You're seeing the storm, right? You're seeing all the moving parts of this irritating group, irritating gang, and you're laughing and you're smiling and you're vibrant anyway because you are heavily protected, which they know that you kind of were, but they just didn't understand how immense you really were. You're highly protected and you're focused, so you're doing your thing, shining, all right, vibrant, looking fresh, having your itinerary full, having places to go, proper collaborations to embark on, a family to raise, places to travel to. The gang can't keep up with you. You have too many moving parts is what they see. They can't effectively track you and they cannot put you in a spot so they could get you. The gang is confused. Everything has been discombobulated. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Everything is out of whack because of this venture. It's evil. It serves no positive purpose. It's to cause destruction. You outsmarted a whole group of evil-minded people with your positivity, with your optimism, with your sureness, with your steadfast nature, with your bright mind and you know how to move. So these people, they cannot track you. You understand? They cannot get you in a spot because you're not to be tied down because you are free. You probably know the ringleader and a few of their monkeys, flying monkeys, I should put. You know these people probably, so you already know how to move around these folks. Even if they join forces together to create a gang against you after the fact, you already have the tools and the resources and the know-how and the knowledge and the patterning that you've seen over the years or over the weeks, months of how these individuals already moved before the gang was put together. So you're not dumb. Right? Your eyes are wide open and your mind and your brain are quite bright, very vast, right? We're talking about you here. The gang knew that you were very intelligent, that you were very knowing. It was going to be hard to get you, and they're not going to get you because you're not to be gotten. All right? Like the bottom line is you outsmarted the gang, right? The gang is looking at you like, like, how would you know this? Or how did they know about what we were trying to do? I mean, we knew we had our work cut out for us, but this person here who was our target, is something different about them. They start feeling that shame and that guilt. They become guilt-ridden, some of them. They can't even show their face. Sometimes these are people that you let into your home. Sometimes these are people that you work with. You might not even know how deep the plot could have gotten. They're showing their face, but they'll start hiding their face. They can't even look at you. You're thinking everything is innocent. Maybe you're thinking, okay, you're going to start seeing who was really involved. You're going to start seeing who was really a part of the plot. Who was a part of the scheme? Who was trying to take you down? People start acting different, seemingly out of nowhere. Perhaps it's because they had joined a diabolical group that has now been dismantled. Now everybody's going their own separate way. The ringleader's doing this. They don't know what to do because they started this. They're the ones that formed this gang, right? And now all of their members have gone away because they see that you cannot be stopped. You cannot be tricked. You cannot be fooled. You're already 10 steps ahead. How can they effectively trap you? How can they effectively stop you? You're too successful, too wise. You've been through a lot of things. You know how to wade these waters of life. Who do they think they're coming for? This group cannot succeed because their target is untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable. That is you who we're talking about. Put it in the comments and say the gang tried to get me, but they couldn't. All right. And put your own little spin, own little rendition on it. Everybody, I hope this video resonated with you. The fact that you outsmarted the gang is very telling about your nature. It's very telling about your character, very telling about how focused you are, how steadfast you are, how sure you are, how confident you are, how you let things roll off your back. You're not about to let these people get you down. You're not about to let these people distract you from what you know you're working on. Look at your computer, look at your desktop, look at your tablet, look at your storefront, look at your books, your textbooks, look at your itinerary, the places you're trying to go. I mean, you have all the proof that you have a lot of things to look forward to. They can't get you. You know that. You knew. That's why you were always able to move right. You always move right, and you always know, and you always are 10 steps ahead of these wayward, diabolical people. Even when it comes to a gang, there's no getting you. There's no getting you. They have to leave you alone and raise that white flag in surrender because you're the one that they're never going to get. They may unfortunately target and go after and pursue other people that are not as strong as you or not as solid or do not have the same spine as you. We could pray for everybody's protection. Maybe the gang will get their mind right, but until then, you keep your mind right. You keep your mind clear and understand. These are not your friends. These people are not to be trusted. These people are not to be collaborated with. You cannot look past the tactics and the ploys and the fact that they tried so hard to get enough bodies to get you down. These people have showed their true colors, and we're moving in that way, and we're staying up, and we're staying positive, and we're doing our thing because, like I said, we got a lot of things to do, but it's good to be aware, isn't it? It makes you feel better to be aware and to just know everybody, I thank you guys for joining this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have been liking the channel. All right, everybody, I'm becoming a lot more active on Facebook. I don't like to do a lot of self-promotion, but if you wish to check out my Facebook, you're more than free to do that. All right, everybody, I'm posting videos on there as well and different content too. Hope you guys dig it. Hope you guys been living life to the fullest, enjoying June 2025 as we're sailing through it. It's nearly finished. And, you know, I love you all and I thank you all. And I hope you guys stay high vibrating. Okay, take care. Bye.